Dr. Pepper.
With some poorly melted cheese, a jalapeno or two.
How old are those nachos?
3 hours?
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I mean, at least
They're
you
their
have
Twilight
nachos.
years.
Welcome back to the
Twilight.
podcast, everybody.
Hey, I like nachos.
like
We are
girls.
back here for the Pondcast. Welcome. Today I'm joined by Shannon, Max, and Lindsay. And I'm your host, Andy, also known as Kyrie. And I'm saying this in the beginning because there's always a thing here. If you guys want us to talk about anything at all, leave a comment down below. We'll definitely talk about whatever topic and subject, to fancy your interest.
Yeah, we'll read your comments.
Yeah, but it's been a while. It's I think it's an extra week or two.
At least an extra week.
Yeah,
it feels like it's been longer.
Yeah, it's been a while. Lindsay, you went on vacation, right? You went to San Francisco?
I went to San Diego.
San Diego. I knew that. Yes, I said that.
One of those other sand places.
Yeah, San Jose.
It's Los Angeles. Never mind.
I know. Yeah.
They're all the same when it comes to California.
Yeah. But oh man, so Lindsay, you noticed that I posted 2 episodes of the Halo ODST so far?
I did.
Oh man, I gotta there's 2 more episodes to go before, and then it's completely done. So I just gotta find the time to not be lazy and edit those because it does take like 2 hours to fully because I have to like re-listen to everything and then like find all the funny comedy bits.
Solid commitment to get that done.
I'm surprised you actually it's the thing I can't get over. I'm surprised you actually had a rocket launcher left over.
Yeah.
And it was used. Like in most games, people are like, "Oh, I gotta save this to the end," and then like you get to the end, and you still never use the actual rocket launcher. You actually did.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess it's because you gave it to Lindsay.
I gave it to Lindsay, yeah, because I found a weapon here. And I thought, so editing and re-listening to this was a treat. I was laughing my butt off. I did run into some technical problems when editing. One of those things is when we were talking about write this down, I actually put the clip from SpongeBob where he was telling Patrick to write this down. And Shannon can tell you because I was complaining about it. Every time I tried to render it, when I get to the 6% mark, it freezes. And then I was like, what the fuck? So I restarted my computer. I re-added the clip in. No. Only when it gets to that clip, it freezes. So then I took out the clip and then it rendered everything else perfectly. So I was like, fuck. See, that was a perfect SpongeBob clip there. But I did add it
when you were uploading it to YouTube is when it was like?
No, when I was rendering it after I finished editing it. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, once it get to that SpongeBob clip that I got, it couldn't render. It just froze. And I was like, the fuck? So that happened. I also been posting some more content lately too. I actually posted Rivals of Ether, Rivals of Ether content.
I actually watched that. Like I sat down and I didn't just have it on in the background. Like I sat down and properly watched it.
The most recent one?
It was good. It was like a week or 2 ago. I want to say.
Yeah, because there was one where I was playing with Turt and Edmund.
It was with Edmund, Turt, and then there was another guy.
Slicer, yeah.
Slicer, yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun time, and I actually was talking with them. We want to do more content. We kind of want to do one of those like readings, like how people have those videos where they have a group of buddies and they just read like shit on Reddit and stuff and just laugh about it, like shitty texts and shit like that. We're planning on something like that and more. So keep in tune with that here. Plus maybe more Rivals content because Rivals is a very good game. Dan Fernacey, I love you.
Please marry me.
No, right? No, he's already married and has a corgi. Damn you. I know. So, but yeah, it's been a while though. But in terms of the channel, we've been uploading more, which is great. Again, we have 2 more episodes of Halo ODST to load up to upload, which is great, and then more things to record because there's always games to play and more things to do. So that's fun here. But it's been a while, so let's talk about our week, what we've been up to, what we've been playing. Maxwell, I kind of want to start with you because you've.
I'm sitting on your left.
Yeah, because you're literally physically sitting next to me today. But no, because you got an Xbox Series S.
I got an Xbox Series S. I got the Game Pass, and so I immediately wanted to play some games that were available on it that I've been interested in. So around that time, Hades, the independent game by Supergiant, was just coming out on Game Pass, so I decided to play it. I've already, I think, beat it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've already gone through all the levels.
Yeah.
It's not really ever beaten, I would say.
No,
it's kind of one of those.
Yeah, it's a roguelike, so, you can't beat it. But, you got to the end. You didn't die to be sent back to the beginning. You got through you beat all the bosses, and then got sent back. And it's actually interesting, because you beat it all, and the story still continues. It's like, oh, I've reached the goal that I was setting out from the beginning, but I'm now being sent back because there's still more to the story. So it's actually very interesting.
I thought they've added more content to it too.
Yeah.
Hence why there's that. You didn't get credits though, did you?
No, I got credits.
Okay, so technically, if you get credits, you beat the game.
Yeah. Supergiant's a pretty good game. Company. They always know what they're doing. Supergiant is known for beautiful visuals, great content, and making sure very sexy people are involved with the voice acting. Because
It's very true.
Because, my goodness, they make very sexy characters. And,
Are you telling me Bastion
And I would
is sexy?
say their
Yes,
first. I was
100%.
gonna say Bastion's. I wouldn't consider the main character of Bastion sexy, but the guy who narrates it has a very
narrator,
nice
yeah.
voice.
100%. And, you play Hades, you beat the first boss, there's a lot of sexual tension between the main character and that first boss. I defy anyone to play that game, see those two interact, and be like, oh, those two are fucking. Those two are definitely behind the scenes. So that was the first game. I just beat Conker's Bad Fur Day, which was something that I've always wanted to finish, and I had a hankering to actually beat or start playing, and I didn't know why. But then I remembered, oh, it's because I kept remembering the Great Mighty Pooh songs. So
what did you think about that game?
I think it's hard for me to give a very honest opinion because it was like the N64 version. It wasn't the what was it called? The Reloaded
the
one.
Rare Replay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no, it was the Rare Replay one, but the Rare Replay had the original. It didn't have the Reloaded version that was like the Xbox upgrade.
Yeah, you're talking about the N64 version.
I'm talking about the N64 version. It was fine. You could definitely tell. Oh, there was a lot of humor based around what was happening back then. It's
it's like South Park kind of thing. It's very in the moment.
It's in the moment. It's definitely the best M-rated Rare type game you could have made. I bet if you put it against all the other Rare games, it'd be like, oh yeah, this definitely was like the edgy, great humor that Rare would have been known for at the time. But if you put it up against all the other M-rated games at the time, it's like, it's still fine. I wouldn't put it up against everything else. It was certainly unique. I got pissed off at a few parts that I think were unnecessary, but whatever. So, it was still good. I'm glad I finally got to play it. I understand why people want a sequel. It's still good. And then, I'm trying to think what the third game I've been trying to play. Oh.
You haven't started Psychonauts.
No, I did actually just start Psychonauts 2, but there was this other game. A really bad game. 12 minutes. No. Hear me out.
The game's called 12 Minutes?
The game is called 12 Minutes.
Oh, God.
I haven't even gotten to the best part. So, it's my type of jam.
The name. That's it.
No, it's one of those time loop games where,
Oh, no.
you play... I'm telling you, this is the type of thing that piqued my interest, and so I had to download it. Mm-hmm. So, you're in a time loop. You are an individual who has a wife, and within a 12-minute period, you're casually doing your evening, and then a police officer shows up and either arrests you or kills you because of your actions. And then you restart that 12 minutes. And so what you have to do is, within that 12 minutes, over constant loops, is try and find out what the crime was in this Kafkaesque world, stop the arrest, stop the murder, and clear your name, and do all these great things. And they had James McAvoy as the lead character.
No way.
Daisy Ridley from Star Wars and Murder on the Orient Express. She voiced your wife. And Willem Dafoe as the cop.
William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
All right, so not a low budget game.
Not a low budget game. You cannot tell that James McAvoy and Daisy Ridley were in this game. Like, if I showed you the trailer and said, those two are those two, you'd say, What? Willem Dafoe has a more
Distinct voice.
distinct voice, so you could tell who it was.
It's the Green Goblin.
He's the Green Goblin.
He's sort of a voice actor himself.
He's the Green Goblin. He was in Aquaman. The man was a national treasure in my book.
You'll never be
Lighthouse?
Ocean Master.
He was in Lighthouse. He was in the first John Wick film. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so first of all, there's the first bad thing. You talk about all these great voice actors or great actors, and you can't even tell who's actually in it. Then there's a very distinct plot twist that happens where I hope people are not upset if I spoil a game that apparently no one has ever heard of.
Put the spoiler alert in there.
Yeah, sure.
Spoiler alert. I gotta put a fucking thing next time.
So, you solve everything, you're fine, and then the time loop keeps happening.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, how the fuck... Can I say fuck?
Yeah.
How the fuck am I supposed to get out of this time loop? And you realize that the real twist was that it's actually your subconscious thought that's happening, and you're dating your half-sister.
Ew.
Yeah, it ruins the whole premise, doesn't it?
It kind of sucks, yeah.
It does. Yeah.
You could have just said it was a dream, but that's also a cop-out and sucks, too.
No, the dream would have been fine, but...
It was all a dream!
It was all a dream, but a dream where you're fucking your half-sister, apparently.
Okay,
Awesome.
next.
People's dreams.
Yeah, we'll cut this
Sick fuck.
Maybe cut this out of the final take, but no.
No, I'm too lazy to edit.
But, like, that's the thing. The game was fine up until this point, and then everyone's like, it's really a bad game, because, like, the person who made the game probably had some very...
Fetishes.
Yeah. Like, they put something in there.
Okay.
They put their own feelings into it.
You think
Yeah.
it was based on a personal experience? Like this actually happened to them?
Gosh, I hope not.
Just the credits say, in memory of my half-sister.
Maybe the person who made the game was, like, sick of the trend on porn websites where it's, like, so much half-sister, half-brother type.
Bro, what are you doing?
And so maybe they're making the game being like, just stop this. Please stop this trend.
Oh my
Like,
God.
it's disgusting.
Oh, fuck me. That's gross.
And that's how
Do you
I
think
spent
the
my
game
time.
developer had that much, like, had put that much thought into it? Like, this is their
know-
magnum opus, their thought piece on the porn industry?
Maxwell,
100%.
Maxwell, I need you to write a 50-page...
Why are you putting your hand on my lap?
I need you to write a 50-page video essay
I'm not.
so we can make a video dissecting this game and also talking about the creator's past life so we can... No, I'm just kidding.
I went through all my alcohol after finishing that game. I'm not going back into this shit.
Yeah. I just beat No More Heroes 3, so I was actually going to play Psychonauts next.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Oh, yeah. That's my next game next. Ooh,
I can't get over that with Raz from Psychonauts is the same person who voices like Invader Zim.
Yeah.
And Millie from
Yeah.
or Moxie from Hell of a Boss, so I can't get that image out of my head.
Yeah.
Shannon probably is gonna have a field day with that.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. Shannon, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to indeed? I have been occasionally playing Stardew Valley. I
Close the
downloaded...
door.
Yeah, fine.
No, I
jeez.
asked Max to do it. Keep talking.
No, it's fine. I
No,
have my mic.
he's already up.
Hello. Oh, bye, Irving.
The door is open, so like, I just don't want echoing.
Oh, thank you.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, so what I was trying to say was, I downloaded... Actually, I do have something game-related to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So, aside from Stardew Valley, I downloaded a game, and if you know me, you know I have an undying love of Kirby games.
100%.
Kirby is good. Kirby is great. But I played a game that I found out was once a mobile game, and it's a Kirby title, and it's like Kirby Clash of something. I know
Clash of
it.
Clans.
Hold on. It's Raid Shadow Legends, but with Kirby. It is.
Okay.
I'll tell you the name. Yeah, it is Kirby Clash, Super Kirby Clash, and it was a weird experience because I feel like they took the fundamental idea of Kirby and like ripped it out of a Kirby game, which was really weird. So you're Kirby, and you fight bosses, which is like, yeah, it's normal in Kirby games. Usually they're like, I don't know, 25% of the game. Not really like, mainly it's going through and solving puzzles and exploring in like Kirby games, you know, it's a platformer. But in this game, the fighting is like the big thing, and you get a squad of other Kirbys. But the weird thing is, all the Kirbys are an assigned class, like an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you're a sword Kirby, and you have 3 other Kirbys. One's a mage, one's like a healer, cleric, and the other one's a hammer Kirby. And you can like, what's wrong? You can. Okay.
For those of you who are wondering why the sun stopped, Andy decided to leave the room and go over and give Shannon a nice kiss. It's very nice.
Oh.
It's very wholesome. At least that's what I
Sure.
assume it is. Andy left the room, and I know that
My phone.
I'm only making a guess at this point. I'm just here eating nachos.
Narrate for us. Continue to narrate for us.
My AirPod. Yeah, I know. It's just there was technical difficulties with that.
We're being professional right now. Want to know what I missed?
Technical
So now, let me go over my 10-minute review of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Oh shit, Andy's
No!
I know. I was just fixing. I just realized that Shannon's microphone was not connected because Discord's.
You know this is a recording. We can re-record, right?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, we can't re-record. This is a one and done. One take, done take.
Exactly. I'm too lazy. But no. Keep talking though, because I just realized that though the audio. But no, you still sound fine. I was just like, I've heard you sound clear before.
Yeah, because I'm on my.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
I told you that beforehand.
I didn't
Anyway.
realize.
Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, I'm not even using my computer. I'm just using my phone. So what I was trying to say before was they took the fundamental thing about Kirby and completely didn't use it in the game. And remember the fact that I said it was a mobile game at one point?
Yeah.
Well, it's not all there, but there is remnants of the fact that there were microtransactions in this game.
How so?
Loot boxes, getting more Kirby's probably.
Well, you can like pay to get these apples that are part of a currency to upgrade your armor and stuff. And there's like 12-hour timers on things, and it's not all pay to win or anything, but there's like things that really help with it. And it was really just kind of bizarre to see in a Kirby game. It was really weird, and I was playing it because I just was like, I want to play a Kirby game, and you know, it was late at night, and I didn't want to play Stardew Valley.
As one does.
And I was playing it, and I was like, wow, it's so weird because it was made by the what's it called, HAL Labs.
Yeah, like the studio known for Kirby.
Exactly, it was made by them. Like the designs of the Kirbys and like some of the animations were a little wonky, but like the designs of the enemies and everything were like crisp as hell. But like it wasn't a Kirby game. It was like a normal game with a Kirby skin on top. It was really weird. But I got it for free, so I was playing it. But like, then also when I was doing the storyline, there was a timer on the storyline too, where it's like you can only play a certain time, and then you can't play. But I encourage you to play with friends, and it was like, I don't know if I want to put anyone through this. Like, it's not a bad game. It's just like kind of soulless. I want to say soulless.
Most mobile games are soulless.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was weird that they decided to put it on the Switch for free as a Kirby
You can
title.
download it on the Switch.
Yeah, and that's how I actually played it.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it started out as a phone game, and then it turned into a Switch game. And I was like, I guess it was made to be a time waster game, but it was just so bizarre of an experience. Because I was like, cute, a Kirby game I never heard of, let's do this. And then I was like,
I can understand
that
why I never
wasted
heard of it.
my time. Yeah, it really just felt like I wasted my time on it. I mean, thank God it was free, but like, I paid like at least even if I paid like $30 to $20 for it, which is still low barring for a Kirby title, because usually those are $60.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like out of money and not happy and probably not able to get my money back. So it was a weird experience. Would not suggest, and it made me kind of anxious for Monkey Ball to come out, because that's the next game I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
Didn't they announce like
Comes out next month, yeah.
Didn't they announce that we're gonna have like a Hello Kitty DLC or something?
There's Persona 5 DLC for it. I don't know if it's DLC, but
from
you can
Monkey
play
Ball?
as Morgana
Hey,
in
I
Monkey
saw
Ball.
that you could play as Kiryu from fucking Yakuza. Yeah!
Yeah, you can.
I saw the trailer for that, right? The Kiryu costume or whatever, and they also changed all the bananas to be like the drinks in the game. So yeah, so I showed Shane. I was like, look at this fucking Kiryu from fucking Yakuza in a Monkey Ball. So yeah, that's our next purchase for next month is the Super Monkey Ball like collection, or not even collection. It's like Banana Blitz or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's exciting.
it's like the first 3 games or something, and then like a new something or other. I don't know.
Yeah, it's on the Switch, so that's next month.
But the thing is about it's a very nostalgic game for me. It's kind of like along the lines of some people playing like Spyro or like Sonic or whatever. Like it's but it's like bizarre, because if you played Monkey Ball, you play Monkey Ball Billiards, and then you play the mainline game, which is just, it's a really good like billiard sim, but there are monkeys and balls, and it's like, it taught me most of the rules about billiards.
I was actually gonna say,
like a 6-year-old child.
I was actually gonna say, like, growing up, my siblings and I loved playing Monkey Ball strictly for billiards and like that target drop game where like you'd go down a ramp, you fly, and then like you drop on one of the targets. Those were the only 2 games we really played. We did not care for the story mode. We didn't care for any other modes. It was just those 2 things. So I'm glad I have someone else out there named Shannon who can share that same nostalgic feel over a mini game that was not part of the original game.
I had a Monkey Ball game for the Game Boy Advance. And it had that target drop game that I barely played. It did not have billiards. I mostly just played through the levels, like in a normal game.
I think you played an inferior version then.
I did, apparently. That's my
Weak
only
sauce.
experience with Monkey Ball, is this Game Boy Advance game.
We're gonna play billiards. I'm gonna bring my Switch over to places to strictly play billiards.
There you go.
100%. Yeah. That's all we can do.
If they messed that game up, by porting it
It's
to
game
the
over,
Switch,
man.
I'd be a little upset. I'll get over it, but overall, it's like, I just like the aesthetics of that game. The game has nice, bright colors that like soothe my soul.
Oh yeah.
It's a very, very cute title.
What's your favorite monkey?
Well, growing up, I really liked the baby, the time traveling baby.
Yes.
That one was the one I always played as. That was akin to Yoshi for me in Mario Kart.
I always played as the big beefy angry monkey. His name was like Gon Gon or something.
I totally knew you would. I was like, that's a Lindsay aesthetic.
No one cared for the 2 most boring standard ones who was like the regular
Like
male
boy monkey, girl monkey.
Yeah, like the one who was supposed to be like the Mickey and the Minnie of the Super Monkey Ball cinematic universe or whatever. No one cared for those 2. They cared for the baby and the big ass gorilla. That's who they cared for.
God damn it.
Baby.
Like, the baby's a time traveler. Like, you can't go wrong. It also isn't that annoying of a baby, which is great. Then.
Can't confirm plain babies are annoying.
Yeah.
So Lindsay,
Yeah.
what have you been up to, gaming and life wise?
Well, had my trip to San Diego. That was at the beginning of August. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Went to the zoo. I was there for a mix of business and pleasure, so I didn't do like a ton of stuff.
What kind of business do you have in a zoo? I'm here to see monkey.
I'm here to see monkey.
I have
Not at
banana
the
for
zoo.
monk.
I was in San Diego in general for business.
Okay.
But
I meant the zoo.
I did go to the zoo, and it was really cool.
You got the stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I got the stuff. Right in front of the gorillas, they're fighting each other.
That's pure black tar heroin. Oh no, it fell in the monkey exhibit.
Who brings black tar heroin to San Diego? San Diego's a bit more classier than that. They bring psychedelic mushrooms.
Yes.
I think they got a little harder stuff than that. It's a nice city, though. It's a real nice city. It's it makes sense. It's like beautiful, consistent temperature all the time, every day. It's awesome. And it's like a city of a couple million people, but nothing's ever busy. Like you don't wait for much.
All right.
But there's always something happening. It's cool. It's a fun experience. 10 out of 10. Would go again. Other than that, I started playing Nier Automata. Automata.
Nier Automata.
I haven't really put a ton of time into it yet because my weekends have been really busy. I just transitioned to an overnight schedule. So my sleeping schedule is a bit weird for now right now. So it's kind of transitioning. And my weekends have been really busy, so I haven't had a chance to really put a lot of time into it. I have been filling my empty spaces with I downloaded a Fire Emblem Randomizer.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I've been playing through the Sacred Stones with completely random units. It's like a custom build of the game, so they added like skills and different classes and stuff like that, and they modified some of the classes, and everything is random, but it comes up with some really, really shitty choices.
Oh no.
So it randomizes your growth stats too, and you can look at that stuff in the game. Like you don't have to just guess at what it is. And a lot of the times there'll be one stat that has like 125% growth rate, and then another thing that has like everything else is 5% or 10%. Oh. So you have like a character that hits like a truck but can't take a hit to save their life.
Oh my god.
And if you play on hard
cannon.
mode, yeah, like the truest sense of the glass cannon. If you play on hard mode, they introduced a skill that most of the enemies seem to have. It's called like reverse devil or devil reversal or something like that. And are you familiar with the item, the devil axe, in that game?
Yes.
No.
So it's a powerful axe, but it has a 31% chance minus your luck stat percent to deal the damage that you would deal to the enemy to yourself.
Oh no.
So they have a skill that does that to you, basically.
Oh no.
And it hits all the time. Like it's 31 minus your luck, and I had a character that had like 10 luck starting. That was their base luck. Had a high defense, high luck, and like 11 HP. They were an Armor Knight. So they had no HP. They couldn't take a hit, but they also weren't going to take any damage. That person got killed so many times off of that stupid skill. So many times. And I was like, I can't deal with this.
Are you just
so
like keep restarting the game? Because like, I don't want to lose these units.
I was like, I want this unit. It's the only one with somewhat decent stats that, like, you know, I can maybe use. It just needs to survive.
Are you playing on that super hard mode because you've already beat the other modes?
No, I went back to normal mode just so I could, like, enjoy a random run. And then I'm going to go back and try to do it on hard.
Sick fuck.
Like, I wanted to enjoy myself, and then I want to make myself
challenge.
upset.
Yeah, makes sense.
What else? I was going to say something else that I did. What did I do? That's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I started watching the Evangelion movies again.
What?
Because the fourth one. So I just rewatched the series last winter.
Oh wow, just depressing.
Now, what
and they just released the
intonation?
last movie.
Yeah.
And the movies are
years.
yeah, the movies like rebuild the universe. So I've been rewatching the movies now. So I'm halfway through that, and it's just as as bizarre as it's always been.
You watched? Did
And
you
iconic.
watch? You watched the Netflix one, right? Of Evangelion.
Yeah, I did.
Is that the director's cut? Like the final director's cut? There was multiple director's cut on the last couple episodes.
Watching that series is interesting. Like
Mhm.
there's the series, and then there's the rebuild movie, which like takes the last half of the series and like retells it a little bit differently. And then there's the 4-part movie series that I'm watching now, which is just like scraps the entire series and does it all over again. But
Mm.
with it like adds new characters and it's a completely different story. I think the one on Netflix was it's the original series, and then they have 2 of the movies,
Probably
which are the
point,
director's cut
like
versions of things, I
2.0,
think.
and yeah,
Yeah,
I'm assuming
the,
2.0.
they have really dumb naming schemes too. There's
Yeah,
like
little,
the 4-part movie series is the one that's like
yeah,
1.11.
not as dumb as Kingdom Hearts titles, but
Yeah.
it's up
Getting
there.
there.
It's up there.
They did it before. They inspired Kingdom Hearts. They were there
It's not
before Kingdom
348 over 2 days.
Hearts.
Oh fuck me.
Dumb names.
Yeah.
But that's mostly what I've been up to. I mean, there's a whole bunch of games I want to play. Probably after I'm done with Nier, I'm gonna jump into Yakuza.
I was gonna say I don't know if you saw that too, Mac. All of Yakuza is on Game Pass.
When the fuck did that happen?
Just
now?
I know. It's on there. I saw it the other day. It, like literally, they have Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, and then they have Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 and 6, and also Like a Dragon, which is their newest one.
Yeah, it's got all the games. Like now's the time.
So
if
if you really want to waste an entire month playing as Kiryu, the fucking dragon, and kick some ass, then by all means go right ahead.
Although Games Pass, like insane deal.
Yeah, no, I got I just might as well just shift into me, but so I got this really cool kick-ass deal. So I was telling Max, I probably should get Game Pass, right? And then on my home screen on my Xbox, it had this ad that said, special offer for every month of gold you have, we'll give you a month of Game Pass Ultimate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I took that deal because I already have a year of Xbox Gold already on there, just recently. And so now I don't have to actually pay $15 a month until August of 2022.
There's so many games on there now, and it's not like bullshit. You get some bullshit indie games like 12 minutes.
I mean, Hades is on there. Hades on there. Dead Cells is on there.
Excuse me,
River City
all
Girls.
the rare games. You've
I
got
have
Halo.
to
All the
quickly
Halo
just jump
games.
in
You've
here.
got
12 minutes is not a bullshit indie game. They got A-list celebrities. It is far from bullshit or bullshit indie. It's bullshit AAA game. Let's be clear about this. But no, I get your point.
Classic.
I think what I was trying to tell Andy before I even knew he had those amazing deals was that they really push Game Pass. Like, you get the first month for $1 if you don't have any of
No,
that.
that's what I did. I was like, I paid $1, and
Yeah.
I had $4 on my account because I bought whatever. So I had $4. It took $1, and then it gave me a year worth of it. So I don't have to pay $15 a month till August of next year. So I was like, holy shit. So yeah, and that's why I was like, all right, now I'm gonna fucking play Psychonauts, and fucking the new Halo's gonna come out December 8th, and shit, fuck it, let's go.
Well, and then they got that deal with Bethesda, so it's like all the Bethesda games on there.
I saw Morrowind on there, and I was like, do I really want to go play Morrowind again?
You get such amazing, timeless Bethesda classics such as Fallout 3, Fallout 4,
New
Fallout
Vegas,
76,
New Vegas is on there.
New
though.
Vegas,
New Vegas is the only
Doom.
good one.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah, I saw all the old Dooms.
I'm sure there's other Bethesda.
No, there's
games
like
in
literally
there.
reboot Doom Eternal, and then the old Dooms.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's on your Xbox app too if you want to look at all the games that are available. But
Hey, did you forget about Skyrim and then Skyrim?
oh my
And
god,
then Skyrim.
I mean, Skyrim's over a decade old. Who
Skyrim
even remembers Skyrim?
fucking A, dude. Like honestly, I've always stated how much I don't like Skyrim. Like I like it and I don't like it at the same time. I don't know if I remember telling you this, Lindsay, but I was just like, every fucking dungeon's the same.
That's
it
pretty
basically
Dungeonist
is.
of you.
No, it is fucking true. It is fucking true. Like like all the world's great and all that stuff.
Andy, no.
Coming from someone who's like I've it's not that it's hard to do,
I've
but
played-
I've got
I
all
did
the
multiple builds,
achievements
yeah.
for Skyrim, and I've played through it so many times, and I've done most of the things that the game has to offer. The dungeons are pretty much the same thing, like
Yeah.
over and over.
Over and over again. You get to the end and there's a fucking big ass drow, and then you beat him, you get the fucking thing on the wall, and you run away. Look good.
Whoa, man, dude. Spoilers. I haven't played Skyrim. I haven't had a chance.
I remember when we all played all together in the same living room with multiple TVs. We were playing the Skyrim re-release on the PS4 like a couple years back, Lindsay. And I remember we were all just like, I think I have a photo too, but we were just like admiring the Todd rays.
Oh yeah,
The fucking Todd, the God ray, the Todd rays. I love when we call it Todd rays. But yeah, the fucking like, we're like, because when I was playing through it, I was like, man, I don't really see. I mean, besides it, like, you know, maybe running at a higher frame rate, but I was like, I don't really see my. And then I was like, oh, because I was playing at I was playing at the crack of dawn, and I'm like noticing the fucking the mist and the fog and the lights of the sunbeam. And I'm like, okay.
so beautiful.
Besides, I was like, I did. I was like, this is beautiful. But other than that, I was like, oh, here's some crabs.
I can't wait for our annual re-release of Skyrim.
I can't
I
believe
know.
that's a thing. I really can't. Like, fucking Todd Power. You coward. You know you can't re-release New Vegas because of Obsidian Entertainment. And you don't want to admit that this was a really good game and you didn't care.
Well, now they can't, because Obsidian's owned by Microsoft.
True.
And Bethesda's owned by Microsoft.
True.
They can do it.
If they're willing
The
to do
bastards
it,
can do
if
it.
they're willing to do it, fine. But I don't know if they'll even do it in justice, though. You know what I mean?
Do people remember how New Vegas was initially released?
Yeah, it was like 18 months after 3.
Exactly, and it was in the worst state ever. It was unplayable.
Yeah, New
They
Vegas
literally
had
could release the
problems.
same exact game with a shinier graphic, and it would definitely be better than what it is now.
I just feel bad that because the game scored 1 point less than Fallout 3, they didn't get a bonus. That was fucking bullshit. Fuck you.
Is that really how that worked?
Yeah,
That's
that
really how it
was one
worked.
of their contract agreements, and like, you know, in developers talk and stuff like that, they use a lot of like pre-existing assets from 3, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
And they definitely made a lot of the good changes that people were already modding into 3, that they made just a thing into New Vegas, which made it a really good game. And plus all those side quests and content was really good anyways. So I did actually play New Vegas recently, because I did download it on the Xbox.
You binged that.
I did. I was playing through it. I was killing, and I'm like level like 24 right now, and I'm just looking for things to do and kill. More quests. I'm trying to find quests I've never done, and I've done a couple already that I've never done, which is really nice. And I'm just still moving forward. But I'm also playing very optimally, because I played the game so many fucking times that right now I have like 100 barter, 100 speech, almost 100 gun, 100 repair, so I'm literally, but I don't fucking give a shit about energy weapons and shit like that. But I'm like, I optimize the route in terms of getting through the story and earning experience quick, and then also doing any campaign or quest, I could just talk my way out of it. On top of killing things too, because like, I do have morals of killing the powder gangers. So, but yeah, I was playing that, and then I actually. Then No More Heroes just came out last week on Friday, which I have actually beaten today, like 10-15 minutes before we started recording. I did beat No More Heroes 3, and my god, that game is an excellent, masterful game, and I appreciate Goichi Suda ever so much more. The game has a lot of references. The voice acting is stellar. The cast is always phenomenal. The writing is good. There's a lot of it's a stylistic game, so there's always these weird visuals and things that are written and said, and you're just like, huh, why? And then but at the same time, it fits for what the character is and how the game is presented. And comparatively to the first 2 games, No More Heroes 3 plays a way 10 times better version than No More Heroes 1, because No More Heroes 1 had a lot of good shit, but it just was on the Wii and it didn't run that great. So whenever you go into the overworld, it ran like ass, but it was still playable. It's just it's just the frame rate would drop when you're in the overworld. But then they re-released on the Wii and they made it better. but it was, but it's the charm of the game. And then No More Heroes 2, they took out the overworld so that you can't roam around. You just select a menu to go to your next mission and destination and mini game and side job to make money. And I thought that was dumb and stupid. So then they like, okay, we don't do that anymore. So I was like, cool, you brought back the overworld from 1. You brought back all the odd jobs from 1, but you made it better and you like made it more entertaining. And then you see like, you still streamlined missions and shit. So I thought that was nice too. I think it's just a wonderful game, and the combat is nice. It's not like fucking Devil May Cry combat, but it's got everything there. It's not super simple. There's still little extra things, but it's not like complicated things either. Still good, some good upgrades for your character. But man, it is up there in my top games of perfection, in my eyes, anyways. Because obviously, like, textures and rendering still happens, pop-ins and stuff, but I don't give a shit about that. The game was still
the gameplay, baby.
Yeah, it's about the game itself, and I thoroughly find it entertaining. There's so many references. So like throughout the game, Travis sits down and talks with his buddy Bishop, who owns a video store, and they're talking about Miike's work, right? And they're talking about Takahashi Miike, and Takahashi Miike, or Takashi, I think it's Takahashi Miike is a film director. If you literally Google Miike, so Miike, it'll show you Takahashi Miike, who like directed like 13 Assassins and a lot of really good Japanese films that are very bloody or stylized and all that stuff. So throughout the whole game, they were talking about it, and they actually make a ton of real world references, and it just shows how much of a fan Suda is of a lot of things. Like everybody, there's no known fact that Suda51 loves wrestling, loves anime, loves fucking a lot of cool shit, right? And seeing this, I kind of like thought about too, because it embodies like how I feel and about my like opinion, like my thoughts about a lot of things I like, which is weird, obscure, nobody kind of gets it, right? So watching and playing through the game where Travis is talking about Miike's film work, I'm like, oh, they're actually talking about a real director. It's not a made-up character. They're not doing this as an analogy to something. They're literally having conversations about Miike's film works and how like they correlate to like, oh, I love his visual directions, or I love his writing or stylized imagery. And even in one scene in the game where they teleported to a quarry, and Travis says, this is the whatever Japanese name, quarry. This is where they film most of the tokusatsu stuff. And then he literally says, this is where they film Kamen Rider Zeo. And I'm like, oh, you fucker.
You get too much enjoyment out of it.
I love tokusatsus in general, but then he mentioned Kamen Rider, tokusatsu, and even in the game when he goes into his like battle armor mode, he literally waves his hand over his face and says Henshin. Like I already knew that was a cool reference, but then like to actually say Kamen Rider and also like reference the quarry, because every fucking Power Ranger Super Sentai, they're always fighting in a quarry, an abandoned quarry in every town. Apparently,
they really are.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Angel Grove, known for their quarries. So, I thought that was really cool. And then he mentioned he was talking to Bad Girl, one of the characters, and he was like saying, "Hey, you know what makes me feel better? Watching Gundam Char's Counterattack."
What a fucking weeb.
And I was like, "Holy shit!" Because that's a real movie you can watch, Char's Counterattack. So like again, he mentioned so many different movies and anime and shows and pop culture stuff. Like it was really cool. And then at the same time, Travis himself, because he's an American otaku, but he's also this he's an assassin. He's cool in his own way, but he's not like wearing a cool suit and shit and assassinating people. No, he just does it because he wanted to get laid in the first game, and that's the driving force.
Wait. The whole point of the first game was he wanted to get laid?
Yeah, so in the beginning of the game,
he wanted to have sex.
He narrates that he met a chick at a bar, and she told him to kill a guy to whatever. So then he did it, and then she then like he kills him, and then she like says, "Oh, you killed the number like 10 or number 11 assassin. You're now ranked 11, and now you can now move forward and do the assassin like rankings. And if you become number 1, he's like, why would I do this? She's like, well, if you become number 1, I will let you. And then like kind of like whispers it to him. He's like, I'll do it. Yes.
Lindsay, Shannon, is that what won you 2 over for your 2 people?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, actually.
Yeah. Bill just killed like every single assassin in the state of Maine.
So in a way, when I think about No More Heroes, all the No More Hero games, it really reminds me of a movie that I really like, and also one of my top favorite movies, which is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You know, if you think about it, because if you think like it has a lot of video game.
Scott Travis is Michael Cera.
Well, they have a lot of video game, comic book references, you know, the dialogue, the witty nature of the characters, the villains they fight and their characteristics, you know, and just the overall theme. It kind of reminds me of that, which I really love the most. And I was telling Shane, I was like, Travis is one of those characters that is sort of relatable, but all goes beyond that, where you can like enjoy him because he's not a silent protagonist, or like he's not like Doom guy killing things and shotguns and
he's got some nerdy personality.
He's a regular otaku, and then as I was saying this to Shannon, I was like, this really embodies the fact that like he's a kind of character that whoever does play No More Heroes and actually likes No More Heroes can relate to him. Obviously, if you're just a regular Joe Schmo and you play this and you don't like Travis and you don't like anything he likes or anything like that in the Japanese culture, then this is not the game or character for you.
I was about to say, I don't think you can have a quote-unquote normal otaku in your sense.
But when you play,
that's like,
you know, if you really enjoy this game and like obviously there are plenty of people who can play the game and still not enjoy or not really embody or kind of personally like what do you call it? Be
what?
Not like attached, but correlate or with the character, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's still that, but like I don't know. Like as I was playing that, I literally looked around my desk and noticed all my Power Rangers and Kamen Rider and toys and figures around my desk.
And being like,
and all
you know
my
what?
anime girls.
I'm going to go out and I'm going to kill some people.
No, I just really thought, I was like, you know, this is a really cool character. Not only because of, like, you know... Because, like, throughout the game, too, like, he is not... The beginning driving force is that, but, like, he slowly, like, again, you kind of see him, like, have opinions on why he kills and stuff, but also in a good way. And then he also references how media kind of sways his like thoughts, because he's like, well, like if I'm sad, I watch this because it makes me think about that, and or if I want to get really hyped, I'll watch this, and it kind of shows that, like, you know, people do.
I'm worried where this conversation's leading. I'm not gonna lie.
Andy,
What?
I wanted to give Lindsay a maximum context here. So imagine Andy's still talking about how he's attached to this game and everything and the themes and stuff.
Yes.
Well, this was today when we were in traffic trying to get to Subway.
Or are you sending a picture to like the Discord?
No.
Oh, now I'm sad.
No, this is an audio medium. But yeah, no. He was. I was driving and he's talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, it's real cool. You know, I'm digging the conversation, but I'm also like, man, I'm hungry.
Well, so I'm curious now. So we know what Andy's video game equivalent is.
Are you saying
Travis,
that you don't care what I said?
No,
I did. I was
look,
just really hungry.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. We need you to stop giving your review for No More Heroes 3, and we need you to just order the Baconator Jr.
Exactly, that's the issue I was trying to go for, not me not caring.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
but,
sir, the line is wrapped around the building. Can you please pull forward?
sir, we've closed the inside. Everyone has to go through the drive-thru. Either order something or please get the fuck out of this line. Well, but I'm curious though, because with what Andy's talking about, I'm curious. Like, what's the most relatable character in a video game or movie everyone else has kind of gotten to? Like, has there
The
been
most
that?
relatable.
Like, is there that one character who's gone through the story? It's like, oh shit, this got too real. Like, this is me right now, type thing, or it's like you just can't continue because it gets too bit much. I don't know if that's the right way.
I've never had a thing where it's like this is too real. I need to stop. But I've always felt like a personal relationship to the story of this is gonna sound like really stupid, and I know this is a controversial storyline to a lot of people.
Tell me 12 minutes.
No, it's 12 minutes. No, it's it's Naoto Shirogane from Persona 4. Just her whole storyline, like
That's
posing as a dude to like to have any amount of credibility in the field that she wants. She wants to be a detective, so she poses as a boy so that she gets noticed basically, and it's all about this kind of struggle with her own identity. Yeah, so and I relate with that.
Hannah
okay,
Montana
because-
syndrome. Just kidding.
She gets the best of both worlds,
It's okay, Lindsay, because
and
I
so do I.
had a 5-hour conversation with my brother yesterday about Naruto and how when I was a child, the first character I really attached myself to, and this is really controversial.
Was the
I like
character from
Sakura
12
a
minutes.
lot. You know, the bitch. She was my first character that I was like, she's inspirational. Not because she was a bitch, but just the stuff that she did in the first series. Just she was just a normal girl that was shit at most things besides just one talent, but she would die for her friends in that one moment. That's what I clung on to when I was little, being like, yeah.
Like, I would die for my friends too.
You fight for your friends?
I mean, I always associate myself with Rock Lee because Rock Lee's awesome.
I don't
He's pretty
know.
cool. Remember when he
Yeah.
drops the 100-pound weights from his legs?
Yep.
He goes crazy and opens all of his chakra pathways or whatever.
Remember
That was literally the first scene I ever saw in
Remember
Naruto,
when
and
he's-
that got me hooked.
Remember when he's training in the woods? He's like, if I can't catch 100 of these leaves before they fall, Sakura won't love me.
You know, I think I'm glad I never got into Naruto.
That's close to the point where I stopped watching.
Yeah, that's fair.
God, Rock Lee moments
That
are
was,
the best.
that was during the Chunin exams, right? And then right
Yeah.
after that, Orochimaru comes and abducts Sasuke over to the emo farm, and that's where I dipped out.
Sasuke.
And that's when they basically time skipped. Oh my god. Fucking A. Then the time skip happened, yeah.
Man,
And then everyone got tall and more emo.
Yeah, more emo.
And then the story got better when they ditched all those characters and they brought in the new generation with Boruto and all that.
We don't talk about that.
Boruto.
Max.
Fucking A.
Boruto.
Jesus.
I assume that's the case. After all, new is better. I've
no.
never seen the series.
Jesus Christ, don't even.
What? It's not like I'm starting a Weeb war or anything right now.
No. But no, I honestly, I think No More Heroes 3 is a good game, and I highly recommend people to play it. But you probably need to play the first 2 games, or all of it before you do No More Heroes 3. And it's like when you ask the question, Max, about games with different numbers on them. Yeah, with sequels, you always ask, do I need to play the other games before I play this game? And this is definitely one of those games that,
I have to
yes,
play the other two.
you definitely should play the other games before jumping into No More Heroes 3.
Well, I think while I'm playing those other 2 games, let's take a moment and hear a word from our sponsors. No More Heroes.
Goichi Suda51 people.
Let's bring him in. Nope. He's not in.
So honestly, I had a great time. There's so many laughs, so many smiles, and so many kick-ass fights and moments. It's fucking sick when at the end of every fight scene, it cuts to a inverted black and red color scheme, and it literally pops up in slow pixelated text, and it literally just says "kill!" ! And it also has a
Oh.
digitized voice that says "kill!"
But
at the end of every fucking fight. Like, just stops time, inverts it to red and black, and then fucking kill.
that sounds nice.
It's sick.
But does Willem Dafoe tell you that you are in a relationship with your half sister?
Fair. I don't think it does.
Not many experiences that can beat that.
There aren't. And I think I'm only getting the tip of the iceberg with this wonderful gem that will define 2021 and all of games going forward.
I took the liberty of looking up some reviews for that game, and people really like it.
Yeah, no,
Yes. No, people love that game until the twist. Because it's a very nice game. It has an interesting premise. It has some decent animation. Everyone's gonna love Willem Dafoe. Everyone loves Willem Dafoe. I
Yeah.
defy you to find someone who's like, you know what, that Willem Dafoe sucks. But the moment that twist happens, it's something you can't defend because there's
Yeah.
more to that bit that I haven't said because I don't want to talk about it on YouTube.
This definitely pops
Sex
into
with your
the
sister?
this definitely pops into the realm of like the question that like
There's more. Shannon.
can a game still be, even though the game is good, can a story or an ending really kill it? And yes, the answer is kind of yes.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
that the discussion I was the one podcast I listened to, what they talked about was like twists, and how a twist can really make or break the movie or video game. And I'm always like, I don't care. I'll listen to spoiler reviews even when I haven't seen the movie because it's like, if a movie or game defines itself by its twist, it's a bad movie or a game.
If they're relying on that.
If they're relying on it.
Are
Like,
you saying
The Shyamalan
that
effect.
M. Night Shyamalan movies are bad?
no, hold on. If it's well laid out, if the twist, you can see it coming because they leave clues throughout. It's not really a twist at that point because it's actually well laid out in the game, like Hereditary or the movie, like Hereditary. If you watch it on the first viewing, it's like a family trauma that happens. You watch it on replay after seeing what the twist is. It's a fucked up psychological horror movie, and
Yeah.
it's very
It's
interesting.
a game. Hereditary.
And sometimes it's a movie. It's
On the Nintendo or movie, what did I say?
sometimes it's not even like if they leave clues. If like the twist at least makes sense, that
Yeah.
you can if you can question what you just experienced and watched or what happened beforehand, and then like, oh,
And that's it. 12 minutes does
But
not.
if it literally comes out of nowhere and Chewbacca's your dad, like, what the fuck did that come from?
That was a Simpsons reference, actually, but yes.
It's a good dad.
But like, that's why 12 minutes was bad. It comes out of nowhere, and like once you realize that twist, they're like, all right, let's try and ignore it, and you're no longer with your half sister. It's like, fine, I never wanted to be with my half sister. Why did you put that image in my head?
Yeah.
And then there's like M. Night Shyamalan movies, the early ones at least. Like, well, not early ones, like the good ones. Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Split. Those had good twists because... No, I'm serious. They had good twists because they laid it out throughout the film.
Those were good movies.
Those
yeah.
were good. And like, even when they got to the M. Night Shyamalan twist, it was like, I didn't see it as a twist. Like, you could see it if you actually put the pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
But a movie that's like, oh, I'm trying to remember that shitty Robert Pattinson rom-com, not rom-com, but it was like romantic movie where it's like he dies in 9/11 attacks. Like, that was a messed up movie because...
Oh, what? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, Google it. Robert
Oh my
Pattinson,
God.
9/11 romantic movie.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Swelsky.
God.
Swelsky analysis.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's gonna be a surge of...
we gotta wrap this up.
I-
What do you mean?
What's wrong with talking about 9/11
It's
on
not
the
this.
20th
Oh
anniversary?
my fucking god! Yeah, it's September. Fuck you guys. No,
9/11.
no. My brother's texting me to play games. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, it's called Remember Me, and it's
Remember Me.
not very
Oh.
it's
not good.
not very highly rated.
No.
It is not.
Is that our next shitty movie watch?
Why not?
Yes,
We need to do
absolutely.
that.
get some beer and fucking watch Remember Me. Robert Patterson, no! Look out!
Remember Benson.
Look out! They hijacked the planes. They're coming to you.
Edward Cullen, no.
I-
He can't die.
I think like when the twist was revealed, he was like he got like a text or something from his love interest, and like you see him like looking out the window, and he's in the elevator of the Twin Towers.
Uh-oh. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
no.
It was a poorly executed twist.
Oh, my God. I know what we're doing September 11th. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, I'm not even. I'm out of this one.
It's a Saturday. Let's
No.
watch a movie. I'm just kidding.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I think
sorry.
Andy's actually losing it. I'm looking at him right now.
Oh my God. With that, everybody, I do not condone 9/11, but with that, everybody,
Yes,
thank you.
The Pondcast is officially a
Canceled.
negative 9/11
Oh my God.
group.
Thank
we
you.
do not
Thank-
like it.
Thank you for watching the podcast. We'll
11-9
see you.
on the other
We'll
hand.
see you next week.
Nay. Get off
Bye,
my
guys.
property.
Oh my fucking God.
That's how we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it on 9/11. That's just a beaut.
I'm sorry that it just happened. It just came out of my mouth.
Now, you say that, and you may be joking, but actually,
Are you
we
still
could watch-
recording?